Oh, it worked. Master, are you there? Master, I see your picture.
Guillermo?
Oh, you can hear me. Yeah, yes, Master.
Where are you?
Yeah, I'm right here. Did you push? Did you push? You have to push the camera. You see the camera on the bottom?
Can you hear me, Guillermo?
I can hear you. I just
how are you transmitting your voice?
We're on a Zoom call, and you need to press the little camera on the bottom that I told you before I left the room. Remember?
Press my bottom. Listen, only I get to do that.
No, Master,
on
not
special occasions.
You need to.
I'm pressing my bottom. Nothing is happening.
Stop pressing your button. Stop. Just press the button.
Pressing my bottom.
No, just press the little camera on the bottom.
There's a camera in my bottom. Who put the camera in my bottom? You're trying to film my anus again.
No, stop touching. Stop touching your anus. Just can you look at the screen, Master? Look at the screen.
Okay, I'm looking at it.
Okay, you see a little camera picture in the little bottom?
I see a little round circle.
Okay.
On the edge of the frame of the cellular speaking device.
No, that's just saying that it's there's a camera little logo on the bottom.
Yes, I see it. I see it. What should I do?
You press that button.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1. I'm pressing it.
There you go.
Guillermo?
There you are. See?
What are you doing in there?
That's how it works. This is technology.
Did the witches come and miniaturize you and put you inside this cellular speaking telephonic device?
I'm in my room, Master.
I know that. I was just shitting with you. Okay, let's get on with it. What are we doing? I'm bored. I'm bored. It's lockdown and I'm bored.
I know, Master.
Say it again. I'm bored.
That's exactly why I thought it'd be safer for both of us to just go to our own rooms and play from a distance and have some fun. And so I'm trying this new thing, and I think it's a game. And here I press this button. It's called Who Am I?
I could tell you that, but you probably wouldn't like to know the answer.
No, not who. Just Who Am I is a game where I give you clues about a celebrity and you guess who I am. And that's it. That's the rules.
Explain that to me again.
It's I explain, I'll give you a hint and then you guess what celebrity I am.
A hint.
Yes.
So you tell me, wait, what happens? I sit here.
Yes.
And what do you do?
I give you a hint.
A hint, yes. Like, oh, has someone been eating too many of his own dry poops because your breath smells like shit? That kind of hint?
No. A hint that refers to the celebrity that I'm going to. And you know what? I'll just start maybe making that celebrity.
Just get on with it. Get on with it. I haven't got all night.
Okay. All right. Here's my first hint. I was married to Joe DiMaggio.
Okay. Good for you.
No, that's.
What was he like in bed? Any good?
No, that's the hint of the celebrity that I am.
How am I supposed to know who Joe DiMaggio was married to? For a start, his surname sounds like a type of French cheese, which is bad. Why would you want to marry someone like that? Secondly, I don't know who he is, so I give up. Who is it? Who are you?
No, that's don't give up. Just you have to guess. No, we're not guessing Joe DiMaggio. Okay, how about this?
This isn't a marathon. Okay, I'm not giving up. Like, don't give up. Keep going. You can do this. I don't know who the hell you're talking about.
Okay, how about this? I've been told I do a pretty good impression.
Wait. It's coming to me. Joe DiMaggio's wife was
Yes.
Madonna. And I'll tell you why. Because if I recall from her 1990 hit Vogue, she mentions Joe DiMaggio, and she also mentions Fred Astaire. So I'm thinking maybe there was a threesome situation going on there. And she also mentions Ginger Rogers dancing on the air. Is that right?
No, that's not. No, it's no, that's not right. But you did get close because it does start with an M. So not Madonna, but
Me, 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 ma, me, ma, Manchester by the Sea. That was a very moving film. Am
no.
I close?
She sang for the birthday of the President of the United States. So she's saying, "Happy birthday, Mr. President."
Okay, you can do it sassier than that. Come on, Guillermo. I've seen you walk around in one of your dresses. Come on.
Well,
Let's hear it. Come
that's
on. I know you can
right
do
in a
better
row.
than that.
That wasn't a dress; it was a robe.
Take
But
the glasses off. I want to see
okay,
it.
okay,
Come
okay,
on.
okay, okay. I will do my best. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you.
I got it.
Okay,
I got it.
good.
Marilyn Manson.
No,
Okay,
master.
on to the next one. On to the next one. I haven't got time for this.
It's Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe was the.
I said that.
No, you did. Okay, moving on. Okay, now you know what? Let's you try one. You try one, and I'll guess it. How about that?
Okay, I'll try one. Now, who's going to tell me what this damn celebrity is called? Anyone?
No, you have to. You have to pick.
Oh, I have to pick. Okay. Okay, I got one. I'll be back. You don't know the answer. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, it was Arnold Schwarzenegger, but it
1
was.
point to me. Next one.
Okay, 1 point for you. Here you go. Congratulations, confetti.
Thank you. Oh, it glitters like sparkle.
Right.
Do that again. Do that again.
Okay. Here you go. There you go.
Like twilight.
Okay.
Okay, Yoko, come on. Let's do this. I'm on a roll. I'm on a roll.
All right, you're on a, well, that wasn't, okay. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is good. My mother was Judy Garland.
Yes, I see it. Don't give me any more clues. Your mother was Julie Garland.
Judy, not Julie.
That's what I said. Your mother was Julie Garland, and that Judy? Makes you. I've got it. If your mother was Julie Garland,
Judy,
you are Barry Manilow.
No. Okay, here's another clue. I was.
You got the, and the big eyes and the big honk.
No. Okay, here's another one. Okay.
There's definitely a big nose and 2 big eyes. Close. Come on, give me half a point for that.
Okay, I'll just give you another hint. I'm the lead of the musical movie Cabaret.
Can I stick with Barry Manilow?
No, Barry Manilow was not in Cabaret. No.
But he had the nose and the big eyes, you know, the
Oh,
honk and the.
you just
I'm an owl.
Just stop
I'm an
now.
owl.
No,
Oh my! Look at the size of my nose.
Liza
Oh.
Minnelli. It's Liza Minnelli. It's Liza Minnelli.
I said that.
You said Barry.
I said two big eyes and a big nose. Are you telling me Liza Minnelli doesn't have two big eyes and a big nose?
Okay, master. Okay.
This game is shit.
All right. You try. You're right.
My turn. Okay. See if you get this one. Hey, 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 ah, hey, ah, hey, ah, hey. You're never going to get it.
Are you somebody? Are you somebody portraying someone in a movie or?
I'll give it to again.
No. I don't.
Hey, 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 ah, hey, ah, hey, ah, hey. Come on, it's obvious. It's like a trademark. Okay, I'll give you another clue.
Okay, no, that's fine. You don't have to do the whole thing again. You don't have to do the whole thing again. Are you Matthew McConaughey in
Wolf of Wall Street? Yes, correct. In the Wolf of Wall Street. Did you say that, Pete?
Yeah, I did, but we're not okay. But are you telling me you're Matthew McConaughey, or are you the character that he portrayed in The Wolf of Wall Street? Because we're doing celebrities, right?
What's the difference?
Well, is that a hint that was Matthew McConaughey? Because that was Matthew McConaughey in the film.
It was Matthew McConaughey's.
I got it. Okay, great. You're right. I got it. Confetti for me. Confetti.
What about my confetti?
You don't.
You're wasting it. Wait, no, that should have landed on me.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I'll give you some confetti. Here's some confetti for you.
Guillermo, how long have you worked for? Thank you. Not now. How long I'm giving you a life lesson. How long have you worked for me, Guillermo?
11 years now.
11 years. Wow. It's a long time.
Yeah.
Hanging in there. Hi, I'm Guillermo. I'm slowly. Good. Don't fake laugh. Okay, I know when you are truly laughing at my joke. It's more of a guttural. Bastard, that was hilarious. That was a pity laugh. Don't do, please.
All right. I just speaking of, maybe we can talk about that promotion.
Next question.
No, that wasn't a question. I was saying we should talk about it now. I wasn't asking
if we could. Next quiz question. These people haven't tuned into this in order for us to have the same old conversation about, oh, master, when are you going to make me a vampire? Well, Guillermo, not yet. Okay, any other questions? No. Okay, go to your room. Okay, master, will there be anything else? No, you can go. Okay, master, thank you. No one wants to see that. They want to see me winning at this quiz and more glitter. So get on with it, please. Yes, very good. Thank you. Like twilight. Next question. Very good. Yes, keep it coming. Listen, this is not a bukkake, okay? It's glitter.
You just learned what that was.
Well, you taught me because I was like,
Okay,
what
next
are you watching
question.
on the
Next question.
computer?
Okay, we're not. Okay, next question. Well, we weren't really asking
Let's hold
questions.
it
We're
up.
playing the game of celebrity. So since you're so good at it, Master, why don't you do another one?
Yes. Oh, is it my turn again?
Yes, because clearly.
Okay. 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 Here we go. Ready? Can we do any? We can do any. Well, I did the impression of some celebrity, and then I did another impression. Okay, I can do another impression, you know, because I was working on my impressions.
Okay.
So here's another impression.
Great.
Hold on. Can I do any impressions? Okay. I will sing a lyric from the song of the music that was written by this person who I will not mention. Okay?
Okay.
And from that singing of the lyric, you can then perhaps, although I doubt it very much, be able to guess who I'm talking about. Okay?
Great.
But I warn you, you must listen very carefully because otherwise you probably won't get it.
Okay, just sing the song.
La 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 la, ooh la la, lady Gaga, I did the romance. Take your time. I'll wait.
That's Lady Gaga.
How did you know that? You're cheating.
No, I didn't cheat. Here's your confetti.
How could you know that? How could you know that?
Because
so
she's an international pop star, and that song plays in every station, every hour.
What a letdown. Right, your turn. Come on, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready. Make it a good one. Make it a good one.
Okay. Okay. Here. Okay, I'll do the same as you. I'll sing a lyric, and you have to guess who that celebrity is. Right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Ready.
If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you. New York, New York.
You thought I would know this one, but you are
easy one.
You think you know, but you don't. It's so easy. You completely underestimated me, Guillermo, as usual. Ready? Wait, get the glitter ready.
Okay.
The answer is Coldplay. Hit me, baby. I'm ready.
No.
Coldplay.
No.
Coldplay.
No, they called me
old
Blue. It's not Coldplay. They called me Old Blue Eyes. I was part of the frat pack, the Rat Pack.
You don't even know what you're talking about. The Frat Pack was
I'm just
from
frustrated.
the 80s.
I'm just frustrated because it's not Coldplay.
It is. Let's go to New York and listen to the sound of a New York City. Let's go playing to the underground, and if you know it, then you'll understand. Oh, then you know it, then you'll understand.
No, it's up to you, New York, New York. That's not the fucking song. That's not the song, Master.
You keep that up, we're going to have an uncoupling you'll never forget. You want to get uncoupled? Exactly. You don't want to end up as a piece of goop on the floor.
Okay.
Did you hear the last podcast? It was very enlightening.
You got it. You got it. You're right. It's Coldplay. Here's your confetti.
Okay, hit me with the glitter and let's move on.
It's confetti. It's not
glitter, like twilight. Mm.
Okay, I
This is
think this
getting me in
game.
the mood
What?
for some drunk blood.
Oh, well, we're running low
Yeah.
on the blood bank supply that we have in the basement. So,
Well, what happened to your takeaway that you're going to order? I've had a great time eating all of your delivery guys.
yeah, well, that kind of stopped when they realized people were disappearing. So,
Disappearing. They're disappearing. They can, give them a good tip and they quit. That's the story, isn't it?
yeah, that's the story you told me to stick to. But that's I know that this time is weird, and we've been cooped up here for a couple of months.
100 years.
Feels like that for me sometimes.
Well,
But
it is like that for me. So what do you want? The violin?
no, that'd be too much to ask for, I guess. Just well, what do you want to do, Master? I think this was a fun idea to play.
What
You
do
know,
I what?
this is a fun idea to play from our own rooms when we're not next to each other and you get frustrated.
Say that again. The signal went and I couldn't hear anything. All I heard was
This is a good idea to be in our, even though we're in the same house, to be in. Are you listening? Is it working?
Yes, I am listening. I can hear you now. Yes. This is
Okay.
this is the social distancing I've been waiting for since you started working for me.
Okay. I just thought it would be a good idea and fun to just go to my room and you be in your room and we just play a game because, it's crazy.
Okay, great. How much longer is this game going to last? Because
We're in the same house, so I don't know. It's not like we have anywhere to go. So we can play this forever or.
Wow, that sounds great. Do people actually do this? Do people actually get on this thing and hey, I haven't seen you in so long. How you been? This is great. Great to not actually be in the same room as you. We can finally have a normal conversation.
Yes, people do this. They want to stay connected to the ones they love. So.
What's wrong with just using your genitals?
That's a different kind of love. That's a different kind of love. But
how would you know? How would you know, Guillermo? You're still a virgin.
I don't kiss and tell, so we don't. So you don't know that for sure.
If you don't kiss, then you can't tell, I guess. Yeah, you're right there. Anyway, listen, I feel bad. I don't mean to be so cruel to you, Guillermo. I just enjoy it. So me.
I think there was an apology in there, so I'll take it. Great.
Good move.
Well, I know you're busy in the other room, so
yeah. Maybe we just wrap this up.
Well, this was fun.
Should do it again sometime.
Well, I mean, I'm 2 feet away from your room, so I'll see you in a little bit, I'm sure.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, then.
Okay, then.
Well, yes, it was fun. Thank you for organizing it.
Yeah, I'll come in a little bit then if you want.
No, that's fine. You don't have to. Busy.
Okay. Well, I'll be here in my room. If you need anything, just yell.
There is something actually, Guillermo. I don't know if what you're doing later, but I've always wanted to learn how to Vogue. Could you teach me, old friend?
I can look up some videos and learn and teach. Yeah, I could do that.
I'd appreciate it.
Great. All right, then I will teach you how to Vogue. I guess I'll learn and then teach you, but it's fine. It'll be something we can do together. So.
Yes, you could teach me how to Vogue. That sounds like a great idea.
Oh, you were joking.
Do you think I'm some kind of idiot? You think this vampire doesn't know how to Vogue? Watch and learn, my old friend. Vogue, listen to the music, ain't Vogue, ha 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 Vogue. Everybody dance now, ha ha ho ho ha ha ho ho ha ha ho ho. Everybody dance now. Diddy tap 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 a deep tap a deep tap doo tap 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 a tap 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 ta 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 ta.
Great. Then you. Okay, that's great. That wasn't
Okay.
the. Yeah, that was great. Well, I'll
Have a good masturbation, and I'll see you in 12 hours or so.
That's not what I'm. That's not what I'm gonna. No, no. It's everyone. No,
Yes, it is. Yes,
it's not.
it is.
It's not.
Everyone, yes, it is.
Okay. Goodbye, master. Goodbye, master. Oh,
Don't forget to clean it up.
Oh, we lost you. We lost you. We lost reception. I think the Zoom call ended here. Oh, we lost him. Oh well. That's.
I'm still listening.
Oh, hi. Sorry. What are you doing? No, you can't be here. You totally. No, I'm sorry. I was just talking. No, you can't use this as a Zoom call. I'm sorry. People can't know that we're not the same person. Okay, I need you to go. Sure. I had a question actually. When I was talking to. No question. Just go. Okay. Bye, Guillermo.
Don't sing if you want to live long. They have no use for your song. You're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead and out of this world. Now your hope and compassion is gone. You've sold out your dream to the world. Stay dead, stay dead, stay dead. You're dead and out of this world.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of What We Do Before the Shadows, the show dedicated to you guys, the fans. Because why? Because we love you. That's right. I'm super excited for today's guests. Due to our finale tonight, it's so appropriate and perfect that we have the one, the only, my best friend, Kayvan Novak.
Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody.
Hi, buddy.
Hello, friend. How are you?
Good. I like you. You're matching like the shirt, the wall, and the back, and the picture. I love everything.
Thank you. This is actually a vintage Adidas T-shirt that has been sweated in by someone who probably isn't alive now. But
oh my God.
I think he's still with us. He's still with us. So whoever you are, thank you.
Why are you smelling that?
Because I'm a vampire. I like to smell the sweat of a dead man.
Oh man. So tonight's the finale. We're super excited here in the Americas to get it. You guys get it BBC Two next week, right?
This week, actually, on Thursday, which is tomorrow, because today is Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So for the oh, sorry, I interrupted you, but I'm still in character. Not now, Guillermo, don't speak, I'm speaking. Yeah, it's coming out tomorrow night, Thursday, on BBC Two at 10 p.m. And you can watch the entire, all 10 episodes on BBC iPlayer.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Oh, that's so perfect. Man. I mean, we stream here on Hulu in the States, but it's the next day, so you can stream up to like the latest episode. So that's actually pretty cool. BBC, you can stream the whole thing.
You guys like drip feed, and we just drop it all in one go, man.
2 episodes at a time, right? In the UK.
Yeah.
Because there's no commercials with you guys.
No commercials, no. So each episode is about 17 minutes long.
I mean, I guess there's a upside and
No,
down.
no, no, no.
Down, down,
Sorry.
down, down, and then 14 minutes is the song. So, I guess that's a good.
Yeah, Mo, is that you? Yes, master. Dang, 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 dang. See you next time.
Previously on What We Do in the Shadows, Guillermo, is that
I
you?
am very horny. Down,
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 down, down.
Oh man. See, I miss those those behind the scenes moments when people don't know this, but you started saying a phrase on set that actually always makes me break character or crack up, and it's the "you my best friend."
You're my best friend. And we know where that comes from. It comes from the time that you tried to get one of did you try and get one of your friends on the show? And
I said one of my friends is auditioning for one of the roles. I was like, that'd be cool if they got it. It's like someone you know. And then Kayvan said, Harvey, we're not gonna hire just because they're your friend. And I was like, no, I know. I have several friends who are auditioning for other roles. It's like it'd be nice if it was a friend. And it's like, you my best friend. You didn't hire me, but you do it because you do it better.
no, it's because you convinced yourself that one of your friends was going to play your friend in the show, and none of them, what was it, 4 of your actor friends, none of them got the part, and it was it was how you would talk to the guy who
I was
finally
hopeful.
got the part.
I said
Yeah,
it'd be great if they get it. Just like I was root if I was up for a role, I would always want my friends to root for me. I root for my friends to like get a role too, you know.
Yeah.
But you made the joke out of it where you said,
You're not my you're not my real friend. You're just the actor.
you
I don't
can't
want
play my
this
best
guy. I
friend.
want one of my friends to play my friend.
And I don't know where that voice came from because I didn't do that, but I love that you
Oh.
made this character of that. So I love it. And being, you know, your best friend on the show on Guillermo's side, anyways, because I don't think Nandor sees him as that. We have made a little montage of all our Guillermo and Nandor moments, and here it is.
Oh.
This is us in the.
Oh, it's pictures. I thought it was going to be. Yeah, we couldn't get the rights to the. Oh no, we've run out of real
song, but over
photographs.
this song is supposed to be Queen singing "You're my best friend that I've ever had," and then
you couldn't get the rights. I remember that. I remember that day. There, you'd eaten a lot of garlic, and
Hey, that's your birthday.
Oh, well, you arranged a pizza truck for me on my birthday. That was amazing.
We had to do
That was
something.
Oh, I remember that. That was.
And there's you covered in goo. You didn't expect that
I
too.
remember that night.
That you thought it was a night shoot. It was your birthday, and no one had like made announcement of it because we try to keep it under wraps. So like we arranged for this pizza truck. It gave us pizza like at 2 a.m. because I think it was a night shoot, and so we had pizza like at 2 a.m, which is exactly what you needed on your birthday. We had cupcakes, and I think it was perfect.
It was, and I was in a prosthetic that made me look like Sean Connery. So I just.
The irony was that was celebrating your birthday, and we kept saying, "You look good."
Yeah, I look really good. I look 100 years old.
I think this is
Sean, I think Sean isn't it?
When you said, "Thanks everyone for coming," like when we were like clapping and like saying "Happy Birthday" to you, you literally did Sean Connery's voice and said, "Thank you everyone for coming." Like
yeah, and I was waiting for an enormous. Everyone to just break down in hysterics and laughter from this Sean Connery impression. It was like, thank you so much for that. Kind of like everyone's doing at home right now. They're like, what the fuck? Yeah?
You do so many impersonations. I don't know, well, obviously you had a show where you did hundreds of voices, and you're like the master of it. How did that start? How did you start just doing voices?
I started doing voices when I was about 3 or 4 years old. There was a show on British TV called Spitting Image, which was like a very satirical political show. And they used to create these puppets of like politicians and the Queen and Margaret Thatcher and all these different people. And so I would just start kind of doing impressions of that to my parents. And then anyone that would listen, I would just regurgitate these impressions. And then I started doing impressions of like my favorite comedies on TV, And then it just kind of, and then I went to drama school, and then I got an agent, and then I just started playing terrorists and pimps on British TV, doing the same pimp terrorist voice. And I was like, this,
Do it.
I can't keep,
Do
I
the
can't
voice.
keep doing, I cannot every role I do, I have to talk like this. So
And-
I was like, I'm better than this. I can do more voices than this. I'll get a voiceover agent. And so I call up and be like, hi, I'm Kayvan, and I would like a voiceover agent. And they're like, sorry, we're not taking anyone on. So I was like, oh, shit. So I was like, what if I pretend to be someone else on the telephone? Let's see. So I was like, oh, hi there. My name is Dwight, and I just moved over from Texas. And I should really be called Matthew McConaughey. But I was just wondering if you need any voiceover work going. And they were like, oh, yeah, oh, yes, absolutely. That sounds great, Dwight. Oh, we'd love to. Yeah, send us in a tape. But what I'd do is I would record those conversations and then send in the recording of the conversation I had where I was like, you thought that I was Dwight from Texas, but it was actually me. And they still wouldn't take me on.
Because
So
they got mad that you tricked them.
mad that I tricked them. But then that gave me a taste for prank calls. So I started just doing crank calls, recording them. I made like a CD of crank calls. And actually the biggest prank that I pulled before I'd even done anything professionally in the voice world or in comedy was that I called Kevin Spacey, rest in peace, had just moved to the UK, and he was artistic director of the Old Vic. So I decided to call up the BBC, pretending to be Kevin Spacey, saying, oh, hey there, my name's Kevin Spacey, and you probably don't believe that it's actually me, but I'd love to do some work in radio drama. Not thinking anything of it, like they're not going to fall for this. Like, and then 2 days later, someone calls me. I'm like, hello. They're like, Kevin. I'm like, it's Kayvan. They're like, it's blah blah from the BBC. We couldn't believe it when you called us because we were actually talking about you perhaps doing some Shakespeare for BBC Radio. And I was like, can I call you back? They're like, oh, sorry, certainly, absolutely. I'm sorry. Have we interrupted you? I was like, no, it's just yeah, I call you back. So I had to go home, set up my mini disc player, and then basically called them up as Kevin Spacey, and I recorded all of these, and I kept them going for about 6 months.
Like back and forth,
But
just talking about it?
Back and forth. I spoke to a producer, the head of BBC Radio Drama. They were like, we were talking about doing Richard III. And then I had to just make up this lie that, because he called me out the blue. I was like, well, I'm going away for a while. I got a movie to shoot, and I'm coming back. So maybe let's speak in 3 or 4 months. Like 3 or 4 months later, I get a call again. Hello, Kevin. It's Kayvan. It's blah from the BBC. I'm like, oh my God, can I call you back? Oh yeah, of course. And then I had to basically break it to him that I didn't want to do it because I wanted to do a British accent, and I couldn't. I didn't feel my British accent was good enough. And he was so upset and dejected. And it was just, I can't listen to that because it's, I mean, this is like 2003, right? It's very sad. Maybe I'll play it one day for you, but it's, yeah, the poor guy. And then anyway, about 6 months later, I wrote everyone that I'd fooled a letter saying it wasn't Kevin Spacey, it was really me. Here's the CD of all the calls. And then I got a letter back saying, well done for pulling the wool over our eyes, but I don't think you'll be working for the BBC anytime soon.
Oh no.
So it's a
And
hard business to break into.
For our American viewers and around the world, the BBC is a major network, and
The British Broadcasting Corporation.
Yeah, and so it's it's like one of, how many would you say, Kayvan? Like 3 major ones that run.
Yeah, it's the largest broadcaster in the UK,
So,
and one of the largest in the world.
Yeah. So just to give you
And
guys
I couldn't get the job on it.
So when they let you know that you're not working for the BBC ever, it's kind of a big...
ever again, or ever in the first place. But
But then you did go on to work and you had your own show.
that's it. Keep trying, guys. The moral of this story: never give up.
Pull the wool over people's eyes until they hire you.
Yeah. Pretend to be a convicted sex offender and try and do a radio play in the UK. No, wait, it's still pending, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh my God. You're going to
Anyway,
start.
this is 2003, man. It was a different world. The Iraq War was raging in the background. I remember, like, when I was doing all these prank calls, I just had the news on all the time, man. The Iraq War, shock and awe, man. All this horrible shit was going on. And I was like, man, the world is fucked, and I need to make some money being a voiceover artist. So yeah, it was a weird time, man. I was just locked in my apartment, just calling people up day and night and recording it and just trying to get some funny shit. And that was the beginning of being other characters. And when I play Nandor now, I would say that I get that same feeling of pure escape, where I just love playing Nandor and I love wearing his clothes and doing the voice and having my hair like him. And it's pure escapism for me. And that's, I just love it. So thank you guys for watching the show and showing us so much love and support. Because I love being Nandor and I love playing Nandor for you guys.
You're so great at playing Nandor. Like I always see you in character, and I try to do the same thing, but we just had a video of you when you're getting your makeup done, and you're just like completely in Nandor face and just getting dolled up on a giant, like that thing that we used for the witch episode where you're like bound to this wooden board.
Oh, yes. Oh, that was amazing,
Which
man.
was great. How do you think that the last couple of seasons for Nandor have gone? Like, what do you love the trajectory of his like storyline and like the adventures that he goes on?
I love that Nandor is exactly where we first met him. Not being listened to, bullying poor Guillermo. His heart's in the right place. His head's always in the wrong place. Sometimes his heart's in the wrong place and his head is also in the wrong place. I've just really enjoyed actually watching Guillermo, because you've really, this season, man, you've just taken Guillermo to a whole new level. And just all of the adventures that we've been on every episode have been so much fun and always feels fresh and exciting to play, which I think is the most important thing,
Yeah.
For all of us. And yeah, man, but your stuff, man, your stuff. I mean, everyone has been I mean, I bow down to everyone on this show. I think everyone's doing the most amazing job. I would say this season is definitely yours, Harvey Guillen.
I don't know what happens until like we go to the table read, which I was really surprised. Were you surprised with the storyline? The way there was, I know we left with a cliffhanger, which was a big one for season 1. And I didn't know about the cliffhanger. I don't think any of the cast members ever know really until we go to the table read or get our script that week. But I thought, where do we go from here? Like, are we going to completely dive into it? And then we do. In season 2, we dive completely into that side of Van Helsing. And it's a nice surprise for me as an actor. But how do you like the surprises whenever we go to a table read? Are you excited? I always get excited when we get a new script.
I'm always extremely excited when we do the table read. And I think I really, I don't know why, this is probably because I just love the sound of my own voice, but I love the table reads. I just love sitting there and just diving in and just discovering the episode with everyone else as we go along. And I think, the writers sit opposite us and they've done all the work. And we just come in and read it. And it's like, they've risked everything to go, I think this is funny. I think this story is funny. I think these words are funny. I think it's funny if this happens, and this happens. And then they just have to sit there and listen to us perform it in front of them with some amazing, I mean, those guys that would come, the actors from Toronto that would come and play all the other characters. And they just kept coming back every table read week after week. And they just loved it. And then, because of course, there's the jokes that they find funnier than the cast and the writers. The laughter coming from the right side of the table, sometimes louder. And then the laughter from the left side of the table sometimes louder, and you're like, you know what I mean? Everyone's got
Yeah,
different expectations, I guess.
it is. And it's also like the table read is just to like hear the jokes out for the first time out loud. But like, you know, usually when you go to table read, you're like, it's okay, you can just read it and like you natural. But like with our table read, I feel like everyone really kind of like hones into like, you know, Nandor, like you like completely become the voice. It's in his character. When you're reading out loud, the pauses, everything is in character, which is why we automatically know, oh, it's so great, it's gonna work, because we know exactly where you're gonna plan your pauses, you know, because sometimes you go to table reads and other shows or films or whatnot, and it's not the way it's going to come across on film, because you're just doing the table read. You're just like, people are just reading it. They might be phoning it in or whatnot. But I
Yeah,
feel like in our table reads, it's like, all right, you know, round one, and it's like always on point, and it makes, if anything, it's the beginning and it's already great, and then the final product is already like somehow even better, you know?
totally. And also, just thinking about the table read, the way that we can, the vampires especially, because I think for you it's more about, always about timing, but because we're all kind of doing different voices in a way. I mean, Mark kind of speaks pretty similar to Colin, but he can still, it's the way he delivers a turn of phrase that just has everyone in stitches. The same with Matt, the same with Natasha, that actually discovering the way that they might say a word or a phrase, and they've never said it before, but they see it on the page and they just pick it up and chuck it into the room and instantly get a laugh. I love that. And I love laughing at those bits that they say in that certain way, the way they deliver a line, you know? And then for Guillermo and Harvey, it's like dealing with the shit and then covering up the massive lie that your life has become, where you're living two separate lives. Oh no, you were living two separate lives. Now you're living like three separate lives.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of layers this season, which is nice, because it's like, have you noticed that like in the household, now that we introduce like the Mosquito Club with that group, Guillermo's getting a little more confident, and his voice and the way he talks is different with them. I just realized this recently, but when he's at home, he goes back to his submissive voice with the vampires, because he still doesn't want to rock the boat. And because you're always looking for any excuse to, you know, demote him or a demerit, you know, and it's like for talking back, or for it's another year of being a familiar, or like you've given him years extra for talking back to you. And so the idea that when he's at home, his voice is completely different than when he's with regular folk in the real world.
I love it. I love seeing Guillermo in that different light. I think everyone loves that, because it makes them feel like how they might be with certain people, but then with other people, or in other scenarios, they feel more empowered, and or maybe they want to be the Guillermo that is with the vamp. What club is it again? I forgot. Sorry, the Vampire Club, the Mosquito Club, right? They want to be that Guillermo, but they keep beating themselves up because they're the Guillermo that takes all of Nandor and all the other vampires' shit, and they want to make that leap. And I think that's where Guillermo is actually quite an inspirational character, because he's being empowered all of a sudden, and he's finding his courage,
Totally.
his confidence.
Right. It's which Guillermo are you today is going to be the idea. All right. We're going to play a game here on the show that we call 3 Stakes, You're Out. And this game is going to be, I'm going to ask you a question and you have to give me the right answer. Otherwise, you get a stake. If you get 3 of them, you're out of the game. So the goal is to get to the 5th question without getting any stakes. But let's see. Here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah, ready.
Here we go. This season, Nandor's old familiar makes an unexpected return. What was the name of Benji's wife?
I thought you were going to say, what was his old familiar's name? Benji. Correct. His wife was called, hey, Nandor, how's it going? Yeah. What was his name?
I gotta give credit to my old lady.
Old lady. What was the name of that actor? He was such a sweetheart. I never got to say goodbye to him.
Oh, he was so great. We were just talking about him with Paul on a previous episode.
His wife's name was My God, I could actually just go and find the script and cheat.
No, no.
I want to say Dolores.
That's wrong. It's Paula.
Yeah.
Steak. You got the steak.
Could do this to me.
All right, here's the next one. Nandor was married to 37 women at once, but loved only how many of them?
Too easy. I loved only 35 of them.
That's right. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No steak? Okay,
Confetti.
Oh, glitter. Oh, we did that joke already.
All right, here's the next one. In season 2, we continue to explore the complexities of Nandor and Guillermo's relationship, as he has now been his familiar for 11 years in hopes of being turned into a vampire. What was the name of Paris Hilton's former assistant turned celebrity?
I didn't see that one coming. Paris Hilton's former assistant turned celebrity.
Uh-huh.
I have absolutely no idea.
I think you might have, like, if you know a little bit about the backstory. Just give it a guess.
Can you repeat the question?
Sure. The last part of the question is what was
just all of it.
In season 2, we continue to explore the complexities of Nandor and Guillermo's relationship, as he has now been his familiar for 11 years in hope of being turned into a vampire. What was the name of Paris Hilton's former assistant turned celebrity?
I still don't know. I'm so sorry.
Guess? You want to guess?
Perez Hilton.
No, it's Paris Hilton's assistant. The answer is Kim Kardashian West.
No way.
Yeah.
What used to be Paris Hilton's assistant?
Yeah.
Wow.
The more you know. Okay, moving on to the next one. You have 2 steaks so far. You don't want to get the third one.
Oh, shit.
Here we go.
Okay.
In the orgy episode, Nandor and Guillermo run into one of Guillermo's friends while out preparing for the party. What was the name of this friend?
Oh, I see his face. I'm like, oh, yes, invite him. He's definitely a virgin.
I get it. Sometimes it's hard because, I mean, even though we're in the episode and there's so much like stuff happening.
What happened? Oh, he lost his virginity in the end, didn't he? Great party, Guillermo. Fuck. What is his name? I watched him do that thing where he's like, I got things.
I'll give you a hint
that he brought to the party.
Mochi ice cream.
Mochi. Oh, I brought mochi.
I'll give you a hint.
I don't remember,
Kayvan, I'll give you a hint. Starts with the J.
Is it J?
It starts with the J, the name. Is it J?
You're
not even trying, Kayvan. You're not even trying. It starts with the J. Is it J?
I'm trying to be more environmentally friendly, less waste.
I'm trying to control my carbon footprint with using letters in my.
It's not. Is it Jason?
No, it's Jeremy.
Jacob. Oh, Jeremy.
Yeah,
he was great, that guy.
Okay, but I'll give you. And you got 3 steaks. You didn't win, but I'll go one more question and see if you can redeem yourself. This is for all.
Okay.
Here we go. According to the most recent census, how many people identify as witches in the UK?
Can it be multiple choice?
Sure. I'll give you multiple choice. Is it A, 60,000, B, 70,000, or C, 80,000?
Man. I'm going to say B, 70,000.
It is. You won.
Yeah. Hit me with that confetti.
In your face.
Give me the glitter. Give me the glitter.
And since he won, let's show him what he's won. That's right. You lost the game, so you didn't win anything.
That was.
You lost the game, Kayvan, so you won nothing, which is fine. I gave you the last one. Jeremy, you almost had, but Jay was not the name. That was
Where do I come in the Hall of Fame?
It's not great. It's not great.
Oh man.
But you're in the average though, because everyone kind of gets 2 to 3 wrong. So you're in the average, so it's fine. But we're gonna move on to some fan questions. Shout out to all our
Okay.
fans on Reddit.
I love fan questions.
We have some amazing questions from Reddit, and this one comes from the Elder Treeforce, and they ask, who were your comedy role models? Did you find inspiration for your performance based on any other actor or show?
I would say for Nandor, the movie was a film that I loved very much before even learning about the series. And I guess I immediately saw Nandor's role in the house as very similar to Taika's role. And there was something about the words that kind of reminded me of the way that he spoke, the intonation. He was a vicious warrior, but he was also kind of goofy. So I decided, to bring it to this kind of delivery, which is, not very confident, but at the same time, very caring of everything in the house. And, I guess it's kind of similar to Taika's character in that way. But he was more, German and so that's my Mr. Bean impression.
All right, that's good.
Yeah, I based Nandor on Mr. Bean.
You didn't.
No, I didn't.
Oh man. Okay, here's another question from Neon and Dinosaurs, and they say, how long does it typically take to transform into Nandor?
Well, I'm lucky because the hair is my own.
People think
I've only got this.
People think it's a wig.
I know, but this is really my hair. I only really need to be made up this bit of my face and my neck and my hands. I think the longest thing that takes is putting my boots on, because they're very long and very red and very leathery.
Or taking them off. I've seen you take them off like on the edge of the trailer.
You got some good footage of me.
I got footage of you taking it off. You taking off your boots, and we'll insert clip here.
Oh, please.
Yeah, I've always walked by your trailer. Well, we usually are right next door to each other, and so we're done for the day and we're going home, and everyone's out of makeup and hair, and you're still trying to take your boots off. And you're just like, and you're hitting the heel of your boot on the edge of the entrance of your trailer, and you're like,
I've just got that little doorstop that just sits by the door. It's just got enough travel underneath it that I can just hook the heel onto it, and just if I get it just right, it comes off in one perfect move. But some nights it just won't bloody come off.
I think it's the nights when we shoot outside and it's winter and your boots are leather and they like shrink on you.
They do.
Like,
oh
that's
my
not
God.
coming off.
All my feet are swelling. One or the other.
All right, here's another question for you, and it comes from Cookies-Zoe. For Kayvan, what's your favorite aspect about acting Nandor as a character, such as his personality or something like that? Also, how awkward was it season 1 orgy scene? Because boy, that doesn't look comfortable to wear.
Yeah, or to ride. But it's I would say that Nandor, what I love about playing Nandor is that I get to channel all of my awkwardness, all of my insecurities, all of my stiffness, not in the crotch department, but just kind of general kind of unsure whether to turn left or right. It's perfect. You can just throw all of the things that prevent you from being a cool, confident human being into this character where he believes that he is something, but physically he is anything but. And that's wonderful, because I can stride around in my boots and still look like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I love that about him. If he fits me like
a boot,
a 14-inch leather dildo.
perfect fit.
Yeah.
Here's the next question, and it comes from Walk with Urses. And they ask, we usually see the character dressed for the middle of the winter. What type of clothing do you think Nandor would wear in the summer? Would he bare his arms?
I mean, I could see him rocking his basketball jersey, his dream team basketball jersey, and a pair of shorts. I don't know. Well, we've never seen summer look Nandor, because I guess, you know, summer really requires daylight and sunlight, and that doesn't really agree with vampires. So, and also vampires are dead, so that, you know, they're pretty cool the whole time anyway. So they can kind of wear as many layers as they want, any time of the day or night. Oh, not the day, but any time of the year.
All year round.
All year round, yeah.
All year round. Okay, here's another question from that same Reddit user saying, the relationship between Nandor and Guillermo has become well loved among the queer community. Were you expecting this response, and has it changed the direction you imagined for the characters at all?
I mean, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, there's a definite unrequited homoerotic love between Nandor and Guillermo. I think that, I mean, I think there is amongst all the vampires, like we're all kind of queer in a way, aren't we? We're
I think Paul said that they're all pansexual.
They're all pansexual. So, you know, I mean, this season, me and Laszlo and Nandor get it up together when they can't calm their erections after hanging out with the semen stealing witches. So they steal each other's semen.
That was last week.
I mean, I love that. Yeah, I love that. It kind of, I feel like it can go to those places and portray a pansexual being without even advertising that that's what it's trying to do, or that is somehow the point or the heart of, you know what I mean? It can do it in a very light way that you can really take to your heart.
Well, it's just where it's these vampires and human are just living their lives, and it's a part of what makes them, and it shouldn't distract from, that's the life, that's who they are, you know. And it should never be the taboo conversation. It should never be the thing that points out that's like, whoa, you know. That should definitely be a point that it's like no, that's who they are. It's like, and just like everyone in the world is, like, what you are is what you are, and it should never you know, diminish your life because of who you love or where you're coming from, you know.
Totally. And there's no judging and no labeling.
Mm-hmm.
They just are what they are, and they just get on with their lives. And I guess they can do that because they're supernatural beings, and they don't get to be intimidated by anyone or afraid of anyone, well, apart from ghosts and witches. But, you know, I guess they're the lucky ones that get to do what they want when they want, free of other people's judgment, prejudice, and discrimination. So, you know.
Yeah, if we could all be so lucky to be vampires.
Well, I can, Guillermo. Okay, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to emotionally blackmail me. It's not going to work.
Rats. Here's another one from Fugacious Lee. Fugacious Lee says, how did you choose Nandor's voice? It's perfect, fucking guy.
Well,
I mean, you kind of talked about it a little bit.
I did, yeah. So there's a bit of, you know, because I guess he's the only character that kind of shares some DNA with the film, I guess, in a way where you can really place him and go, well, that character, Nandor, is supposed to be Taika's character in the film. So I guess it wasn't necessarily intentional, but I just felt it was right to do this kind of slightly flat voice. And although, you know, like Taika's voice was flat also, but it was more German, I think, whereas mine is more kind of Eastern European. But it just fits. It just works. I don't know. When I find a voice for a character, I kind of do my character's voice first, and then everything else follows. So if the voice hadn't been right, I would have had a real hard time doing anything else, really.
Did you try different ones? Like, did you try, like, let me try this one, or this, like, were there different Like, did it evolve, or were you like, this is the voice, like from the get-go?
It kind of really quickly, I made a decision very quickly, and also the hair as well. I was like, even though Tamara Herod is an incredible hair designer and she took Nandor's hair to the next level, I guess what I brought to it was that I had my hair over my ears like this and quite fluffy. I hadn't washed it. So, that was my kind of, I feel quite Nandorish with these two big stupid bushes of hair on either side of my face. I also felt quite protected in that way, and I liked that. It kind of felt like a mask in a way, as did my beard, which I had anyway. But with that and the hair, I was away. It just felt good. And I just did it, straight away. And it felt, when you feel something's right, it gives you confidence, because at the end of the day, you've got to perform it in front of someone that's going to go, we'll get back to you. Don't call us, we'll call you. So I had to go in there and make a statement. And, I'm so over the moon that I've got to be a part of this show, because I love it. And I love the show and I love everyone involved. And, I just feel so lucky, man.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I was just talking to Paul about this, how we never had a chemistry read for our characters, which could have really gone terribly wrong if like you hire two actors to have this kind of, rapport over a decade. That's kind of a hard one. You usually do a chemistry read because you want to see, it's like, is this a nice fit? And it's like, and we never met. Like we didn't meet the first day on set. And I was just like, oh man, 10 years working for this guy. I don't even know, like, and we don't know our dynamic. We don't know what approach you're taking to the character, because I haven't seen your audition tape. You haven't seen my audition tape. And so it was like a tossing of a coin. Like it was like, here we go. And I got to tell you, it was like, there was the quickest, like instant, like feel that I've ever had on set, and meeting a fellow cast member where I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great. Like, it was like that sense of relief, like when I met you and you were just like, hey man, how's it going? And you were just so welcoming and so nice. And I was like, oh, I was terrified that it was gonna go south, and it's a pilot, because you're like, oh, this is gonna either work or it doesn't. And it's such like big names behind it. So there's this pressure to make it like, great. And then once we did the pilot, I remember going home and thinking, that's great. Like whether the pilot gets picked up or not, that is probably some of the best work that I've done in comedy. And it's great just the way it is, And looking back, it's like, well, here we are going to season 3. We got picked up.
I can't believe it.
I know. I'm excited. What are your predictions maybe for a season 3 storyline? Or not predictions, but maybe you would want for Nandor's character.
I mean, I keep going on about like having a body swap episode where everyone swapped bodies except Nandor. He keeps thinking he's talking to one person, he's actually talking to someone else. So he's talking to Nudger's body, but he's actually talking to Colin Robinson. I mean, that would be brilliant. Something like that. I would like Nandor to fall or think that he's found something that he loves doing more than being a vampire, and so he's decided not to be a vampire anymore. And when he does it, he falls in love with someone, or he kind of just gets like a blue collar job or something. Like he starts to work at the local pizza delivery and he loves it, the local organic store. Did you know that quinoa is very good for the bowel movements, Guillermo? You don't have to eat your own dried poops anymore.
I could see you working at like a Lush, the bath bomb.
Oh my God, bath balls.
Yeah, can you like quickly just maybe do what Nandor would say if I walked into a Lush store, and what would he say to me?
Greetings. Sorry, didn't mean to startle you there. I noticed you were admiring my large, fragrant balls. Only kidding. No, don't have to call the police. No, I was talking about my large. I was just talking about my large balls. You wait till you're lucky you don't get in the bath with my large balls. You'll be expecting a big explosion all over your chest.
Oh my God. Oh my God. With that note, we we thank you for joining us, Kayvan. Tonight is the finale of season 2, so everyone make sure you tune in to watch on FX or watch it tomorrow on Hulu. Is there anything you want to tell the fans at home or around the world, Kayvan?
To the fans around the world, thank you so much for admiring my work in what we do in the shadows, and also maybe some of the other, people involved in it, but mainly me. No, I want to say thank you so much for all the love and support you guys have brought to the show. Like, literally, if you weren't watching and showing us how much you love the show, we couldn't make it. So thank you so much. And I'm as excited as you guys are about what happens in season 3.
We are all excited, Kayvan. So thanks for joining us. Now wave to the fans at home. Bye. Goodbye.
Waving. I'm now
Bye-bye.
waving to the fans at home. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Mwah. Hilarious, guys. I would actually buy those bath bombs. I'm not gonna pretend that I wouldn't. But before we go, we do the show, and we did this whole time for you guys. We did what we do before the shadows for you, the fans at home. Thanks so much for supporting. I'm glad we could bring some laughter, some joy during these crazy times. And before I go, I want to give our final fan art shout out, and it goes to Denon-Art right here. There we go. It is Guillermo and Nandor flying through the night air. So great job. As always, you guys, we love sharing your artwork for using hashtag Before the Shadows. So continue to use it. You never know. We're just going to pop it on social media. And if you missed any of our episodes, you can go to beforetheshadows.com and watch the whole season. All right, guys. And again, as always, take care of yourself. And if you don't do it for yourself, do it for someone you love. All right. Till next time. Bye.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez. Just how do I turn this off?
Everybody vote to the music. Ha ha ha.
Oh.
If you do another sex book, can I be in it?
Volume. Okay.
Oh
God. Oh.
Madonna, what a honey.
Oof.
Give over for a quick bite.
Master, you're still.
Oh shit. Okay, delete that bit. It's fine.
Okay. This was fun. Yeah.
They don't want to watch you on there anymore, Guillermo. Say good night.
Okay. Goodbye.
I said say good night, not goodbye. There's a difference.
Good night. All right.
Better. Vampire zooming only, Guillermo. From now on, it's the rule. The new house rule. It has been noted.
Okay.
Don't try and goad me to change it. Fucking guy.
I'm